All right, if you're looking for luxury homes, world-class golf, and resort-style living, this is the video for you. We are back out in Dove Mountain by popular demand with Fairfield Homes at their biggest model home they have out here in Boulder Canyon. This beautiful home has so many designer touches, soaring ceilings, a world-class backyard, and for the first time on this channel, a really cool special item in the kitchen you're not gonna wanna miss. We're gonna take a tour inside this beautiful home, and then of course we're gonna jump on the map so I can show you what's in the area, why people love living here, and then we'll take a look at all of the pricing, all of the floor plans to show you what this beautiful community has to offer. I can't wait to show you the inside. I think this is one of the nicest homes we've featured to date on the channel. Let's go take a look. Welcome in. First off, take a look at this beautiful custom iron pivot door. Absolutely gorgeous. It really fits the vibe out here, especially in the desert. You have views of the beautiful saguaros right through the front door. And here you are in the grand entryway. 12-foot ceilings throughout the entire house. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, we are currently standing in the Reddington floor plan, which is their biggest one in this community. It's 3,650 square feet, 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath. It's gorgeous. We're gonna first start on this half of the house. So right as you walk in through the entryway, you go in through here, and I'm telling you, this is a designer's dream house. There's so many nice high-end touches, even just this design wall here. But right off of the entry, you have here, which is what I would consider more so of a media room. It can be used as a 4th bedroom because there is a ginormous walk-in closet, but this is perfect if you want an office space, if you want to have more of a movie theater style room, which is really great. Come look at this walk-in closet. But this is great. Lots of space and lots of natural lighting throughout this entire house. So really, it's utilizable in so many different ways. And one thing that I love is that throughout this entire house, you have engineered hardwood, which is gorgeous. You don't see a lot of that here with a lot of the new builds. So it's really great that they're adding that back in, especially with Fairfield. And I had mentioned as we walked in that right through the front door, you have gorgeous views of saguaros. You're right in the Tortolita Mountains. Fairfield does luxury with a view. That is their tagline, and they do not disappoint. So beautiful lighting throughout, and you'll see a lot of the little touches throughout this entire house. You have really low profile lighting, which is really, really cool. And it just adds a nice, again, designer touch throughout. So walking through, we will get to the gorgeous great room and everything soon, but we're gonna just go and see the guest side of the house first. So we are opposite end of the media room. Right through here, you have your powder room. And look at how pretty this is. Very moody, a little bit dark in here, but you have beautiful quartz countertops that go all the way down, really nice zero edge finishes. And then you have a Toto toilet. It is automatic. It scares me every single time. That's how they are in all of the bathrooms. So nice finish. I think it is, it's an automatic toilet, which is really nice. Heated seats and everything, but beautiful powder room. Right through here, you have a coat closet right off of the front door. So lots of storage in this house, which is really great. Making our way over here. If you notice too, you might not have seen it, but you have the baseboards. Those are 7-inch baseboards. Now, this house, it shows you what you can add into a home. Of course, if you're gonna do more of a base price or quick move-in, might look a little bit different, but still really nice designer touches. But this is what you could make your home look like. Right off of the garage, you have your drop and go area. So perfect for any important documents, your keys, if you wanna have a charging port or anything for your cell phone. Through there, you have a 3-car garage, and that comes standard with this floor plan. It is currently the superintendent's office, so we're not gonna go in and bother them. We'll let them continue doing their work. Right in here, look at this gorgeous laundry room. So I would say if I had this laundry room myself, I would do laundry maybe every other day because it's so pretty. But just shows you all of the options you can do, and you have the push cabinets, which is really nice. So again, it continues with that low profile look. You're not having the knobs or anything in here. You have a drying rack right here, a utility sink as well. Lots of nice, this is just the laundry room, so you're gonna really be impressed with the kitchen area. But really nice moody lightings throughout, which I think is really great. Now, one thing about Fairfield is that this is their newest community, so there's no one living here yet, and you have the pick of the lots when it comes to Boulder Canyon. They also have another community nearby, so if you have questions about this community, if you'd like to take a look at any of their other beautiful luxury homes in town, definitely let me know, because they love working with me and I know of all of the great opportunities that they're coming up with. My contact information is down below. You can text, call, or email me, and I'd love to show you Fairfield. Now, as you go in through the hallways, you do have 10-foot ceilings. It does go down a little bit, but as you're in the more great areas and the primary bedroom, you do have 12-foot ceilings, which is really nice. Through here, you have the first guest bedroom. Great size. It has its very own ensuite, which is really great. And they brought in a really wonderful designer for this community from Scottsdale. Her name's Caitlin Wolf, and she does an amazing job. She designed the entire house with just the finishes, the interior, all of the furniture. And one thing that you'll see throughout is these really nice blinds. So they have them built into the ceiling here, and it really just gives such an elevated touch. So it's like floor to ceiling, and especially with having this neutral color, it just really makes you feel like you're at a resort. I think this entire community feels like you're at like a Sedona resort or something. So here is the ensuite for this guest bedroom. How nice though, like floor to ceiling, tile, you have a great shower in here. This is perfect if you have guests, if you have children that are living here with you. They're not having to share space, which is even better, but really pretty. You can get playful with your tile. You can stay super neutral if you're building from ground up. But again, they also have some really great quick move-ins at a lot of their communities. So if you're not really wanting to build from ground up and you're wanting just a simple price that has the lot premium included, all of the finishes included, they have some really great options as well. So let's take a look right down through here. You have the second guest bedroom, very similar, great size, and this is pretty bulky furniture in here, so just keep that in mind. And again, in video, things do appear a little bit smaller. In person, it is a lot bigger. But this is your second guest bedroom, really nice. You have ceiling pre-wire as well. Typically, that is how a quick move-in will come. If you want to add a ceiling fan, you can. I would highly recommend it because we are in Tucson. It gets warm in here. Through here, you have the second guest ensuite, which actually connects to the office. So really nice, and you're not seeing a lot of these finishes in any other places here in Tucson. I think bringing this Scottsdale flair has really elevated what this community can do compared to other new build luxury homes here in Tucson. Here you have a really great little walk-in closet. Not the biggest, but honestly, it works if this is just for a guest bedroom. You have shelves, you have some built-in drawers and everything, so definitely optimizes the space the best it can. Here we have the shower, and this is what I kind of envision, a little cave-like shower, but it does the job. So you have some really great tile work in here, and there's space in here. It's just, I'm trying to show you for the sake of the video. Great shower, and I think that it works well for this guest bedroom because you really aren't needing a huge shower or guest bathroom in general. And through here, kind of like a Jack and Jill situation, this is the office. Great natural lighting in here, beautiful mountain views, and it's just honestly super serene out here. I think one thing that Fairfield does amazing is choosing where they build. So if you are looking to relocate to Tucson, or if you're watching this video, make sure you give me a call, text, or email if you have any interest in real estate here in Tucson, whether that's new construction or resale. Now, through this doorway, it leads into the kitchen and the dining, but I want to show you from the other side of the house. So you're going to meet me back on the other side and we'll make our way through the great room and kitchen. Okay, Just like that, like magic, we are back in the front entryway and we are going into the great room. Now, I'm gonna tease you a little bit. We will get to the kitchen and that really cool feature I wanna show you. But first, let's check out this gorgeous primary. You have, again, those 12-foot ceilings with those beautiful beams in this great room, but we will get back to this room. There's so much to see, so much to visit. I wanna show you this primary bedroom and bath. Look at how stunning this is. Like I mentioned earlier, you feel like you're in a resort, and this definitely gives that feeling. You have a lot of mood lighting, you have a beautiful gas fireplace right there, and just really carries on the super neutral tones that I think are very, very timeless. You can really add whatever addition in creativity you want into these houses. But again, you have great natural lighting. Again, those floor to ceiling blinds throughout that add just little accents everywhere, which is really great. But you don't see a lot of master bedrooms that have these 12-foot ceilings. But look at this bathroom. Absolutely gorgeous. I would love to have this bathroom. You have quartzite, which this is actually what is in the kitchen. It's absolutely stunning. You have your frontlit mirror through here, and this just feels like the most relaxing bathroom possible. Look at this amazing closet. I would definitely fill this closet up with lots of stuff, shoes, purses, clothes, everything. But again, this is the model home, so this isn't gonna be standard. These are things that you can add on if you were to build from ground up, but it just shows all of the opportunity, which is really great. You have basically a custom closet. But gorgeous, gorgeous finishes. You can add a boudoir in here if you wanted to, lots of space. But I think one thing that's great, and what I see a lot of people gravitating towards, is that they're carrying a lot of the main flooring throughout the entire house. So this is going to be in the bathrooms, and then you have that engineered hardwood throughout the rest of the house. Really great soaker tub through here. And then you have another 6-foot vanity, so you're not even having to share space in here, which is really nice. Great, beautiful natural wood cabinets. And then look at this beautiful shower. Now, I typically call them party showers, and I think this would, classify as that. You have 4 shower heads. So 2 shower heads here, you have a rain shower, and then you have a wand here. So you will get extra clean in this shower. Absolutely gorgeous, but again, floor to ceiling tile that matches everything, really just gives that really modern, seamless touch. And then you have, again, the automatic Toto toilets that scare me again every single time. So if you were to add those, I feel like if I would have to get used to those always opening up as you walk in because of the sensor. Okay, I've teased you long enough. Let's go make our way into the great room and kitchen so I can show you that really cool feature. Okay, we are finally out here in the great room and in those soaring 12-foot ceilings. Absolutely gorgeous. This is going to be your main living space. Beautiful gas fireplace with your entertainment area right built in. It's absolutely gorgeous and it's very serene. It's just very romanticized in this house. I think you'd feel very peaceful. And again, I'm gonna keep saying it, it feels like you're in a wellness resort. Over here, you do have 2 eat-in options. So they did design this here. You kind of have like your kitchen eat-in bar with a built-in bench back here with overmount lighting. So it adds some more like moodiness to the house and really just gives it that nice elevated touch. But absolutely gorgeous. It just shows you what you can do in your space if you build from ground up or do a quick move-in. And then of course, you have a beautiful 20-foot slider that when we are not in our hot months, like 2 to 3 months out of the year, you can have indoor, outdoor living and just keep that open, and it's wonderful. You have a great outdoor pool, which we will see in just a few minutes. It's spectacular. Over through here, you have your more so formal dining area. Now, this space is big enough if you wanted to add a rectangular table, but it's perfect kind of how it's set up in general. Lots of great lighting out here. It is a little cloudy today, so you're not getting the optimal sunlight, but still very nice. You don't really have to have a lot of lights on in this house. Right through here was that office space that we were in just a few minutes ago. So it just shows how great this floor plan kind of flows. Now, Finally in the kitchen, here you have, just like the laundry, those pop out cabinets, but this is great. You have undermount lighting, lots of moodiness throughout this entire house, designer touches. And then this beautiful 10-foot extended island with quartzite. Absolutely gorgeous. This slab that they use is spectacular. You have a really deep sink as well, but this is gorgeous. I would love to host parties in this kitchen. It's absolutely beautiful. And then as you can see, that same countertop runs as the backsplash, and then this spectacular hood that was custom built for this kitchen. But again, it just shows you what you can do if you were to build from ground up. So we'll go over again all of the pricing and everything, the ins and outs of this community, what you can build for price-wise in this community just a little bit later on. But you have 48-inch range. Check out this pot filler. I haven't seen one like this before, but it's super cool, really modern and contemporary, but really beautiful. You have signature series appliances throughout this entire house. Lots of cabinet space as well. Here again, you have a double oven signature series. And then check this out. Absolutely gorgeous. You have your sub-zero fridge and freezer. It feels so good, and it's really nice because they're paneled to match your entire kitchen. So they just seamlessly hide in the cabinets, and it's beautiful. So lots of space in here. And then you might think this is more cabinet space, but this is the secret I was waiting to show you. Come follow me and check this out. Look at how cool this room is. Here you have a butler's pantry. I haven't seen anything like this in town. This is gorgeous. You thought that that kitchen was big, which it is. This just adds on even more cabinet space, countertop space. You can kind of hide all of your dirty dishes in here if you wanted to. You have your microwave, and then you even have a second fridge in here. Still sub-zero, but this could be like your drink fridge, your leftover fridge, so it doesn't stink up your main fridge in there, but freezer space as well. And on the bottom down here, but absolutely gorgeous. Again, I see a lot of houses in town and I haven't seen anything like this before. So this house is actually currently for sale. There's only 2 models in the community right now. One is sold, this one is available. And if you do purchase now, you get the opportunity to do a lease back with Fairfield where you can get 8% return on your money. These do not come by pretty often. They get swooped up pretty quickly, so it's a great opportunity. We'll go over pricing a little bit later so I can show you everything in the community and then what this specific one is being sold for in its current state. So if you want to maybe move here in a few years, this could be a really great opportunity and to get 8% back on your money. Okay, let's go take a look outside so I can show you just how the resort living is out here. Okay, like I said, 20-foot slider, and you can have indoor, outdoor living majority of the year. Even when the sun goes down, it's not as hot outside, but perfect. I'm not gonna open it all the way, but you get the idea. Out here, you have this beautiful over 40-foot extended patio. Absolutely gorgeous. You could add a jacuzzi if you wanted to, but lots of opportunity just for your living, your patio space out here. But this backyard, super low care. Very much, you don't even have to lift a finger or worry about a thing. You have this really cool zero edge. I think it's like a reverse zero edge pool, but beautiful, great water feature. And again, it feels like you are staying at the Ritz-Carlton, which is just down the street from here. But you have rock pavers throughout. You have a really nice gas fire pit over here, and then your gas cooktop over there, which is really great, your barbecue. Now, low care, you have some barrel cactuses, or I think they're Oregon cactuses. Great mountain views of the Tortolitas. And then right through there, you get a peek of one of the 27 holes at the golf course here. Now we'll go over all of the club memberships and all of the fees a little bit later in the video, so you can get a sense if you want to join the golf membership or if you just want to do the lifestyle. It's super perfect, but besides the water noise out here, it is so quiet. You're gonna see some bobcats, maybe coyotes. You're in the desert, so you're gonna get that real life desert living out here, plus beautiful night skies. Now, let's go jump on the map so I can show you where you are and where you're gonna be shopping. Before we jump on the map, I wanted to show you my new website that will be a great resource for you to use. You can go to TucsonArizonaLiving.com, or I'll have it linked down below, especially for my friends that are watching it on their TV right now. This is going to be a great resource for you. It'll answer a lot of your questions as well. So here we are on the website. This is my phone number right here, so you can text or call me if you have any questions, or if you're planning a trip to town and would like to meet up to look at some new construction or resale. Okay, so here is the main page. This is, I think, one of the cooler parts of this website is you have an interactive map of all of Tucson right here. As you go over different areas, it will light up. So currently we are touring Dove Mountain. If you click on that, it'll take you to all of the videos I have done within Dove Mountain and give you some insight on homes for sale, latest videos, eat, drink, and explore, top schools. It's like a one-stop shop website for any of those areas. So great option. That is on the interactive map. But of course, if you're looking at any other areas or want more information, you can click and play around with that. Now, if you scroll down, a little bit about me and my team, and then we have some more free resources right here. And then some from my past clients who are all awesome. Featured videos, so if you haven't seen last week's video or the week prior, it is linked here on the website. And then this is really great. If you are relocating from out of state or out of country, you have right here my Tucson relocation guide. This goes over everything from schools, country clubs, restaurants, neighborhoods, demographic, everything that you could think of, and maybe even some questions you might have not even had, but you read this and it answers those questions. And best thing, this is free to download. So you just add your information here and it will hit instantly into your inbox and you can download it right away. I've heard so much good feedback from many of my clients with this relocation guide, so definitely download it, it's free. Now, if you keep scrolling, you will see all of the areas of Tucson, whether it's a city, a suburb, a neighborhood, all of the top areas that are really the mostly talked about in Tucson, all right here. And if you keep scrolling down, if you click right here, you can schedule a meeting with me. So again, one-stop shop when it comes to websites. Now, one other cool thing, if you go up here on the Buy tab right here on the top left, if you click that, I've heard so much good feedback from my clients that if you scroll a little bit down, this has been really helpful. Right in through here. So let's say you are searching in the Dove Mountain area. This is a full map of Tucson, all connected with the multiple listing service, which is where all homes are posted if you're using a realtor. So you can search homes in this area and start creating your very own custom search. So you can just look through these houses. If one is interesting to you, click the green button. If you don't like it, it'll start tailoring a search to you. So I think it's super helpful, and you can just start playing around and really start deep diving into the houses in Tucson or in any of the surrounding areas. So again, you just go up to this Buy tab right here, scroll down, and you can start making your very own customized list, and then get in touch with me so that I can help you even further. Okay, so that's my website. It's linked down below. Now, let's go on to the map. Here you see a map of Tucson. So this red dot right here is where we were currently at the model home in Dove Mountain at Boulder Canyon. Down here at the Google sign, or where it says Sahuarita, that is going to be south. Over here where it says Mica Mountain, that is going to be east. Up here where it says Oro Valley and Mount Lemmon, that is going to be north. And then over here where it says Tucson Estates and Picture Rock, that is going to be west. So we are going to be headed northwest to this subdivision. And if you haven't seen my videos before, or if you have, you know that I like to start downtown to show you as a central point how to get to these areas. So I'm going to zoom in. And right here where it says Children's Museum and Tucson Museum of Art, this is our downtown area. Really cool area, lots of restaurants, lots of history down there. So great if you are coming to visit, fun to come and spend a day down there and explore. But to get to this subdivision, we are going to get on the freeway from Congress, and you are going to be heading up north on the I-10. So let me scroll back out a little bit. In Tucson, we really only have one freeway in and out, so it's pretty easy. You can pretty much get anywhere you need to be within, 40, 45 minutes, depending on where you are. Okay, so we'll be getting off on the Tangerine exit right here, and you're just going to be headed east down Tangerine, and then you'll be turning left from Tangerine on to Dove Mountain. So let me scroll out so we can get a bigger picture. Just got off the freeway onto Tangerine, headed up Dove Mountain right through here. So you are entering in the Dove Mountain community. Beautiful golf courses, a lot of great walking paths and trails. And then you will be turning onto Boulder Bridge Pass. And right next to Upper Javelina Trailhead, you have our subdivision. So you are tucked so nicely into the mountains. Beautiful scenery right up against the mountains, which is amazing. Saguaros, all of the nature is right there in your backyard. So let's scroll out so I can show you the area. Now, scrolling out before I get to any of the amenities where you'll be shopping, I'm going to switch over to schools. Now, this might not pertain to everybody, but if you do have kids that are going to be living with you, or if you're thinking resale value, this is something good to look at as well. So I always like to use niche.com for research. Now, when it comes to schools, that is for you to do your research on. I can't really guide you on, good schools. I can show you, I can give you resources, but based off of fair housing and everything, I can't really steer you in that direction, but I can show you niche.com and it'll show you the school ratings, but it's definitely good for you to do some of your own research just in case. Now, let's see. So we were right up in this area right here. So for public school options, you're going to be in the Marana School District. For this particular area, the closest public school is going to be Dove Mountain K through 8, and that is a STEM school. It is rated an A-, which I've heard it is a fantastic school. So it's always good. You can click on here, read reviews, look at options, or just what people have to say about the schools. So if you're going the public school route, K through 8 STEM school, A-, Dove Mountain right here. Now, sticking with public schools, for high school, you're going to go down here to Mountain View High School, which is a B+ school. So here's the subdivision here, and here's the high school. This is about a 15-20 minute drive or so from the subdivision. So B+ school, it backs Crooked Tree Golf Course, really beautiful campus. So really great option. If you're wanting to go to a different school district, Ironwood is right down the street as well, which I think it's right down this area, somewhere over here. So if you're looking to go a different school district, there it is, Ironwood, you can go Amphi School District, which is going to be more of the Oro Valley area, but they're both same rated schools, really great schools. Now, if you're looking for charter schools, just down the street, here's our subdivision right here. Down the street, you have the Lehman Academy, and you have Innovation Academy, but Lehman Academy is going to be your charter school. Great school here in town, lots of beautiful campuses, some of the newer schools here, so great option if you're looking for the charter school route. But again, if this isn't necessarily something that matters for you, if you don't have children that are living in the house, totally fine. It's just always good to know when you're buying and for potential resale purposes as well. So let's go ahead and see where you're going to be shopping. So it's about, I want to say, depending on if you get stuck behind traffic or a construction truck, from the main road right here to get back here, about 7 to 10 minutes. You could get there a little bit quicker, could take a little bit longer, just depending on, I sometimes get stuck behind some of the construction trucks and they go pretty slow. So it just depends. But I'd say about 7 to 10 minutes to get in and out. But beautiful drive. Now let's go ahead and scroll in. So your first area, which is Tangerine and Dove Mountain, this is going to be your main road and area of access. This is going to be a great option for just dining. You have a gas station here. You have Vera Amore, which is an Italian restaurant right there. You also have a ice cream shop. There's an Indian food place here as well. There's a brewery too, so if you're wanting to get some local beers, you have the Dove Mountain Brewery right in this area. There's a salon. I'm hoping one day in this empty shopping area here, they'll put a Whole Foods or a Trader Joe's, but that is just wishful thinking. So right now, just some really great restaurant options, which I've heard are fantastic. I do really like Vera Amore, which is the Italian restaurant there. So great options for dining. That's about 7 to 10 minutes away from the house. Now, closest grocery store. If you go, we were right here. If you go just one more street down on Thornydale, this is going to be your closest grocery store. Again, about a 7 to 10 minute drive, just depending on which way you go. This is a beautiful Fry's marketplace. So you have everything from grocery. They even have clothes and, kind of your home and patio stuff here. So, here's your Fry's. You also have a Nico's Taco Shop, a pet clinic. There is a Domino's. You have a Great Clips, Dry Cleaners, State Farm, Verizon. There's a McDonald's drive-thru. You even have a Dairy Queen. There's also an urgent care in this area. So everything you can kind of want with grocery and direct amenities, you're going to be able to find either at the Thornydale and Tangerine or right here at the Twin Peaks and Dove Mountain. You're about 10 minutes away from direct necessity amenities, which is pretty great. Now, if this area seems like it might be a little bit too far out for you, or you're wanting a little bit different style of, layout or just bigger space, they have other communities. So if you're looking for whether it's Fairfield or any of the other new construction or resale, definitely let me know. I'm born and raised, I am local here. This is my 24/7, 365 days a week job. So I am very up to date on what's going on. I am able to help you find the perfect location. We just need to get on a quick call or Zoom call so I can get to know you a little bit better and really just help you find the perfect location and of course help you find the best builder or resale of your choice. So my contact information is down below. You can text, call, or email me, or if you go to my website, you can schedule a call with me on that direct link. Okay, so we looked at our closest amenities here. Now, if you just keep going down this Twin Peaks road right here, so this direct road, this is actually gonna take you to some really great options. So right through here, you have a Quick Trip. You're going to have the Twin Peaks outlet mall. So you have shops from Nike, Guess, you even have a Coach store, Calvin Klein, Levi's, Tommy Hilfiger, lots of shopping options here. So great option. I think they even have a little food court there. There is an urgent care in this area. There's American Furniture Warehouse. So if you're looking for furniture in town, this is a great option. They have a Bill Luke's car lot. So if you need a new car, there's one there as well. But this is a great option for shopping. And then if you just go a little bit further down, so this is about, I want to say less than 15 minutes to this area here. If you go a little bit further down to this Cortero exit, you are going to get your Walmart Supercenter, Petco, you have a TJ Maxx out here. I think there's even a Ross, Guadalajara Grill, which is a Mexican restaurant, Home Goods, everything you can kind of want. Oh, you have all three, Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Ross, Petco, In-N-Out Burger, LA Fitness. All of this is about 15-20 minutes away from the house. So great shopping in this direct area. There's a Chili's out here too, movie theater, great option. Now I'm gonna go to the very next exit. So let me show you where we were. Here's the house. I know it seems further on the map. You're about 15-20 minutes on a bad day to get to these areas. This is where we were just looking at. Now if we go to the very next exit, this is Ina. This is about a 25-minute drive, 24 maybe. So get to Ina, and this is where you're gonna have your Target and also your Costco. So right here is where your Target is going to be. There's also a Lowe's in this area. So right here is your Lowe's. Okay, and then if you go to the other side, you have your Target. So this is the Northwest Target here in town. There's a Chick-fil-A, a Starbucks, El Molinito, which is a Mexican restaurant. And if you just go a little bit further down, you have Costco. So Costco wholesale. And I will say, this is the Costco I shop at. I have to say the lines are less crazy here. So I like shopping at this one. You will still have to like fight over parking sometimes, but the lines aren't as long, which is great. You also have a Topgolf if you want to have a fun night out, but all of your shopping and Costco, Target, 20 to 25 minutes away. Now let's go ahead and zoom back up here. Let me show you one other area that you'll probably go to quite a bit. Now, back up here, we're going to be headed down Tangerine. This is kind of like your freeway road. If you just head down here, Oro Valley Hospital right down the street, 15 minutes away. Really great, beautiful hospital. Right across the street, you have Oro Valley Marketplace. So you have a Walmart Supercenter, you have a movie theater, you have a Keg Steakhouse, you have, I think there's a Pilates in this area. Beautiful mountain views from here. You have the Catalinas right there. You have another In-N-Out Burger. You have an Ulta Beauty, Olive Garden, all in this area. This is 15 minutes away. Direct shot down Tangerine, which is great. And now if you go a little bit further, so about 20 minutes away, right here, this is going to be another great shopping area for you. So you have the Home Depot. You also have another Fry's Marketplace. Plus, you have another Target. So if you're not wanting to go to that Target that I mentioned on the northwest side of town, you can go to the Target in Oro Valley, which I did see online is rated the most beautiful Target online. And that's just because of the view out from the front. So let's see, where am I getting to the Target? I think this is it. Yep, here's the Target. That's the view. It looks way cooler in person, but from what I've seen on Instagram and TikTok, it's rated the most beautiful Target because of this view. So this is about 20 minutes away from the house, 25 maybe if you're dealing with traffic. But you also have some more restaurants in here. You have urgent care for like pets, Panera Bread, Jersey Mike's. You have a Starbucks. There is also a First Watch breakfast place right in here. So everything you could kind of need is right in this area. Whether you are going from up here and wanting to go closer to the freeway and hit these stores here, you have that option. If you're wanting to go more into Oro Valley, you have the Oro Valley Marketplace as well as Target, Home Depot, Trader Joe's, all of those things. Really just depends on which way you want to go, but super great because you are in this beautiful resort area. It is so quiet out there. You get beautiful night skies and just a lot of scenery and just peace and quiet out there. It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, let's talk about the country club, and then of course we're gonna get to pricing, so bear with me. I appreciate you for sticking it out. So this is a beautiful country club. This is the clubs at Dove Mountain. There is so much out in this area, and I just had some clients, wonderful clients that are relocating into the Dove Mountain area, and this just fits their lifestyle perfectly. Let's go ahead and look through the website. I'll have this link down below, so definitely go if you have interest in joining a club. Definitely look through this website. So there's 2 club options, but you have a lot to choose from out here. They did have the Live Golf Tournament out here in 2023, and then they had the WGC match out here as well. So beautiful courses, and 63 holes to choose from. Now that depends on certain club options, but they have their Jack Nicklaus, John Fott, and Tom Lehman all have designed these holes. So really great option, definitely fun to come play. You can go if you're interested in looking at the club. I think they'll give you a free round of golf so you can try it out, see if it works for you. If you're not into golf, that's okay. There's quite a bit to do out there for the club lifestyle. So we'll look through that as well. But Even on Tuesdays, they have Taco Tuesday. So that sounds really cool. There's a lot of fun stuff that they do through there. They have an Instagram as well, so you can see kind of the action that's going on. But let's go ahead and look really quickly at, let's say, the golf. So if golf is up your alley, 63 holes, all within this area. So you have the gallery, which is 36 holes. And then you have golf club at Dove Mountain, that's 27 holes, and beautiful options. They are, from what I hear, also kind of challenging. They might be modifying them in the next few years. You can get golf lessons out there as well. Here is their team, but great option. Okay, let's look at the lifestyle, because this one I think is fun. I've played golf my entire life, so great option for golf courses, but there's so much more to do out there besides golf. So there are pickleball courts, you have tennis courts, lap pools, a lounging pool with cabanas. So great option. They have also a gym, a full spa as well. And then of course they have social events. So everything from their restaurants to their bar areas, which is really great. But you can take a tour with any of their ladies, either Emily or Kelly, and they're really awesome. They'll take good care of you and just kind of show you what's around. Now yes, and it is 106 degrees out today. It's pretty hot. I have the current pricing right now. I'm gonna look at my phone really quickly so I can show you. So if you are going to purchase a Fairfield home, if you're doing a sports or a golf membership, they will take care of the initiation fee, which is included in the purchase price. But on top of your HOA fees, if you're going to do the sports, which is going to be like your lifestyle, so that is going to be your tennis and pickleball and pools, that's going to add on $515 to your monthly HOA fees. So not awful if you are pretty active, going and playing tennis or pickleball every day. You will utilize these quite often. You just jump in your car or your golf cart or ride your bike down there, and it is beautiful. It's definitely well worth the money. If you are doing the golf membership, that will add $1,440 to your HOA fees. So this is going to be maybe difficult to understand. If you have questions about the golf membership, reach out to me so that I can clarify it for you. I'll send you the pricing list as well, so it'll make sense and you can review it on your own time. But if you want access to all 63, it's called Club 63 membership, which gives you access to all of the courses. That's going to be a little bit higher in what you have to pay for a membership fee. So if you have interest in anything with their golf club or with their country club option, let me know. I will text you directly or email it to you, the pricing sheet for this. But if you're coming in town and meeting up with me and looking through some of the houses out in the Dove Mountain area and you want to tour their community with Kelly or any of the other lovely ladies out there, they will take you on a wonderful afternoon and they'll just show you around their beautiful golf club and, you know, the country club. So great option. Now, I know we've talked a lot in this video, but we are finally on the Fairfield Homes website, which will be linked down below. Let's go over some of the pricing. Now, for this beautiful community, it is brand new. There is nobody currently living there. They are in the process of starting to build all of the homes and lots that have sold. So no one is living there. It'll probably be about 8 to 12 months before people are actually living there. But they range anywhere from 2 to 4 bedroom, 2 to 3 car garages, and the starting price is at $670,000. That is starting. So that's the base price of any of their homes, and we'll go through that. But you then do have to choose out your lot. Lots do vary anywhere from around $50,000 up to $250,000, maybe a little bit north. That is just for the lot and for them to develop the land, add the plumbing, all of that stuff. And then you add on top of it the starting price of the home. If you are not doing a quick move-in, which means a home that is already ready, move-in ready, and already pre-picked with all of the cosmetic interior, if you're building from ground up, you're then going to go to the design center and you will add on to that. So starting price plus lot premium. So let's go ahead and scroll down. Beautiful, beautiful area. I also don't know if I mentioned, we're right next door to the Ritz-Carlton. Probably should have mentioned that in the map area, but great option of going to the Ritz-Carlton, or if you have family coming to visit you and you don't want them to stay with you, they can go stay at the Ritz. So here are the amazing floor plans. You have 5 total, and these are brand new to Fairfield. You have the Pima, which is 2160 square feet, and if you're building from ground up, it can range anywhere from a 2 to 4 bedroom, 2.5 to 4 bath, 2 to 3 car garage. All of these are single story. None of them are 2-story because we're in an area that they really don't do 2-story and they don't want to obstruct any views. And this is 2160 square feet, like I had mentioned, starting at $670. So if you are just wanting really baseline stuff and you're wanting a pretty simple lot, and all of the lots are nice. There's definitely ones that I'm like, wow, gorgeous, but I don't know of any bad lots out there. So you could get into this community if you're being pretty conservative with your pricing and how you design the home. You could get in there probably in the mid to low 800s if you are cautious with what you're choosing on the house. So next one, we have the Madera. That is 2656 square feet. This ranges between a 3 to 4 bedroom, 3.5 to 4.5 bath, 3-car garage, and this is starting at $750. Let's go ahead and click through here and let's look at what this floor plan looks like. Now, I'll have all this linked below so you can play through the website, look at floor plans that might work best for you. But again, if you have questions about them, if you would like any more in-depth detail on them, give me a call or text me so that I can help you. Okay, here is their floor plan. Now, might be a little bit hard to see, but I will try to zoom in. 3-car garage. You have your covered entryway here, right into the foyer, study to the right, and then you have a powder room over on this area, which is right off of the main doorway. Great room and kitchen that lead into each other. Nice patio. All of these are really great floor plans with, you know, your owner's suite separated, big closet, big bathroom, and then you have your 2 guest bedrooms over here. So really nice floor plan. You do have the option of adding a casita as well, and that's what these options are here. You can either add a wet room or a casita and a study, which is great. So you can do some architectural upgrades throughout the house if you want to. Now let's go ahead. The Sabino floor plan. I really like this floor plan. This one I did toward another video. This is the other model home. So if you want to see a walkthrough of this floor plan, definitely click that video so that you can watch this one. Beautiful, beautiful floor plan. I think this is one of my favorites they have, besides the one we toured today, but this one is just, it flows really nicely. 3 to 4 beds, 3.5 to 4.5, depending on how you choose. 3-car garage, and this one is starting at $815. So it goes up as obviously the price and square footage goes up. Next we have the Ventana. This is 3460, so just about 200 square feet bigger than the Sabino. Let's go ahead and click on this one. This one is starting at $860. Really nice exterior finishes. They do beautiful work. They really just match, again, that resort style living. This one is not updated, but it does start lower than that. So let's take a look. 3-car garage. You have your covered entry. So a little bit, instead of it being an elongated room, kind of goes the other way, a little bit more vertical. You have your kitchen right over here, pantry, laundry, dining, great room, good option. Study rec over here, kids lounge, which this is cool if you have your guest bedrooms and then you have a little lounge in between. So if you do have kids or if you have guests that are staying, they can kind of have their own privacy. And then huge owner's suite side over here. You can have the option of extending the patio all the way out, adding a slider here, which is really nice. Here's some of their architectural upgrades for a den bedroom. Cool. Okay. So, and again, I'll have all of this linked below so you can look through and play with it yourself. It's really helpful to kind of pick and choose what's going to work best for you. Now, I did want to mention, if you are coming into town or if you already live here and you're wanting to look at Fairfield or any of the builders, let me know. I am most likely available and I would love to meet you, because the good thing is that The builder sales reps are amazing, but they work for the builder. You want to make sure that you have somebody who is representing you for you and making sure that you have your best interest at mind first. Now, even better is that the builder will pay me, so I get to work for you for free. So who doesn't love free representation? And especially when I know these areas and these houses and the ins and outs. So make sure you have somebody in your corner rooting you on and having and looking out for your best interests. So definitely let me know if you'd like to come and tour these, and I will meet you out there. This is the Reddington. This is the one that we are touring today, starting at $940. And here's just a simple floor plan. You got a good sense of it while we were touring, but this gives you just a better idea of how it works. This is the study, or what I called earlier the media room. Beautiful floor plan, really big floor plan. So this will be linked down below. These are the different architectural upgrades you can add. You can do a little tea island here if you wanted to. But go on the website, play around, see what's gonna work best for you. And if this community doesn't seem like it really works, they have so many other communities all throughout Tucson. So before I scoot out of here, let me show you their current availability map. So we were right here at lot 4. This is the other model home, the Sabino, right through here. So let me, yellow is sold and darker teal is going to be the inventory. So remember, I mentioned earlier that this model home that we're touring is available to purchase with a lease back, and you get almost 8% of your money back of a return. This current house that we have that we were touring is listed at 2.75. So if that makes sense for you, if you're not looking to move in directly within, the next few years, but you want to own and have a good investment property, this is a great opportunity for you. You can purchase, get some great return on your money, and then move in about 3 to 4 years, depending on. And they might even build some other model homes. Potentially, you could move in quicker. You never know. So 2.75 for the model home that we toured today. So great opportunity if you are looking to kind of park your money for a little bit. Now, anything that is in yellow has sold. So these lots up here, this first lot right across has sold. Any of these are available to purchase to build from ground up, and any of the dark teal are available quick move-ins. So if you're not really concerned about, picking your finishes, they do some really great design work in all of their quick move-ins. They're really pretty. So it's just basically all of the price accumulated into the package. So 43 and 40 are available for quick move-ins, but if you want to choose your lot, these are available. This is all phase 1 right here, and then this is going to be phase 2 probably in about 2 years, maybe 3 or so. All of these face directly to the mountain, but these right here, especially these ones, gorgeous. You're right off of the golf course. You have some amazing views here as well. There's not a bad lot in this neighborhood, like I mentioned. They do luxury with a view. They've earned that title and that slogan for themselves. So great option. Lots of availability out here, and no one's living here yet. So get in here before they run out of lots or before all of the good ones go away. Isn't this home absolutely spectacular? I think it checks all of the boxes. Great floor plan, you have modern finishes, and it's just super beautiful. And then of course you see the backyard and just really what this resort style living is truly about. If you're interested in this home, or if you're relocating, or if you already live here and you want some more information or just wanting to get in touch, my contact information is down below. You can text, call, email me, and make sure you set up a one-on-one call with me so I can get to know you a little bit better. Now, if you're also interested in the model home next door, a little bit smaller, right up here, you can click this video and you'll see the full video walkthrough tour of that specific floor plan. It's beautiful. I'll see you in the next video.